Princess Protection Program is a lot of fun. This was released in 2009. This is a Disney film directed by Annie DeYoung, written by DeYoung and David Morgeson, and we have a cast including Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez as Princess Rosalinda and Carter. And Princess Rosalinda has to go into hiding, and that's where she meets Carter. And she has to pretend to not be a princess, to just be an ordinary person, and go to Carter's high school with her. Will she get away with it? Or will somebody discover her real identity, and will she be in danger? I'm not going to say, of course, but I rather enjoyed the story. I wasn't sure where it was going. I thought it was quite unpredictable, and I really liked that. I think the characters are really well written. As one can imagine, Princess Rosalinda doesn't quite know how the average person behaves, how they act at high school, so she has some behaviours that make people raise eyebrows, behaviours that could potentially blow her cover, and Carter has some interesting responses to that. Carter doesn't necessarily like the situation to begin with, but they do obviously spend a lot of time together and they get to know each other more, and I thought the pacing of that part of it was really, really well done. The performances are great and the characters are really interesting. There's enough variety in what's happening in the film to keep it engaging. I'd say that the narrative from start to finish is not the most entertaining, by which I mean having key plot points, key movements in the narrative. There are not that many of them. It's more of a slow, steady, enjoyable pace, and I think that's absolutely fine. There are maybe only 3 or 4 things I could mention. They would be spoiler things, but I won't. But maybe only 3 or 4 key plot points where I could say that particular bit was really exciting. But the bits in between are steady, are pleasant, are enjoyable, so I don't really have any major complaints there. Likeable characters, well written, believable for the most part, and the performances are great there. It's good fun. I really enjoyed it, and as I said, it wasn't really completely predictable either, so I wasn't sure where it was going, and I enjoyed the journey to get there, the journey to finding out. Princess Protection Program is a pretty decent film, generally an easy, fun, enjoyable watch. And if it sounds like a story for you, or if you're a fan of any of the cast, then of course, I'm very happy to recommend it.